Faith Douglas joining us now. Faith, what's coming up next in sports?
You know, Lady Raiders tipped off earlier. The men's are tipping off here in about 30 minutes, and we will have a full look at that rivalry game down in Austin up next in sports.
Now, KLBK Sports Connection.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to your KLBK Sports Connection. The Lady Raiders tipped off tonight looking for back-to-back on-the-road Big 12 wins tonight against the K-State Wildcats. Let's take a look at that first half here. First bucket to get things rolling for Texas Tech. Senior Bryn Gerlich gets the 2 on the board. Next up, Bailey Maupin will get kind of stuck, but gets the ball to Amber Scott, and she nails a 3. And then again, here Scott will find herself open on the arc, and she drains another 3. The Lady Raiders roll in this game, leading 44-31 at half, and they will get their back-to-back on the road Big 12 wins, 85-65. We'll have even more highlights of this game later tonight at 10 o'clock. The Texas Tech men's hoops, however, are in rival territory tonight down in Austin, Texas, facing off with the Longhorns, tipping off here in just half an hour. The Red Raiders are still in the hunt for that first Big 12 win as they face the number 5 Longhorns. Tonight's game holds a lot of weight for Tech, not only looking for their first Big 12 win, but the Longhorns as well are playing without now former head coach Chris Beard, who of course was in the helm in Lubbock just 2 seasons ago. Nevertheless, the ongoing rivalry between Tech and Texas stands.
They got great coaches around. They've got some players that have experience and showing some great leadership. Yeah, they've gone through their adversity like everybody goes through, and I think they've battled through it, and they're playing really well. Had a big win over TCU, and they're back on track.
Speaking of being on the track, the Corky Classic indoor track and field meet at Texas Tech is wrapping up today. The girls Red Raider pole vaulters Riley Redding, Sarah Tackett, and Olivia Cade all placed today. In the first place here, senior Redding vaulted 13 feet and 8 inches, just 4 inches above her former teammate Chloe Wall, who came in second. In third place for Texas Tech, former Friendship High Tiger Tackett vaulted 13 feet. And in fifth place, Olivia Cade vaulted 12 feet and a half today. All 3 pole vaulters for the women's track team had a solid performance. Moving on over to just down the street to the Lady Chaps on LCU's home court today. They hosted the Western New Mexico Lady Mustangs. Macy Maddox here stops and pops the 3, and LCU leads in the second half of that game. Next up, Grace Foster here pump fakes, and she realizes she's open, and then she gets the job done with 2 points. LCU up 32-25. On the other end, Lady Mustang Diamond Moore pulls up in the paint for a jumper, and they trail. But despite the tough battle in the first half, the Lady Chaps take the dub on this one, 67-50. And freshman Grace Foster will be high point for this game as well with 14 points. Shortly after that one, the men's teams took the court at the Rip today. LCU men's looking for their 4th conference win. And Peterson for the Mustangs gets things going for them with a bucket off of a putback. And on the other end of the court, LCU Rowan McKenzie. He will find his way to the basket, gets the and one, and he goes on to sink the free throw as well. Then LCU's inbounds play works like a charm to find Russell Harrison wide open on the block for 2. This was a tight one today for a full 40 minutes at halftime, but the Chaps led by just 2 points through, though after 10 different lead changes, the Mustangs will go back to Eastern New Mexico with the victory 76-67.
I mean, Faith, that's a lot of basketball going on, men's and women's, and so
Yes.
I know we're just hoping for a good outcome too.
Yes, lots of basketball, but the men's are in rival territory tonight. We'll see how that one goes. We'll have a full look at that one at 10 o'clock tonight.
All right, well, thanks so much, and I'm sure we're all waiting to hear on how that goes with all of this going on, so you'll keep us updated tonight at 10. Thanks so much, Faith.